Welcome to episode 40 of the Slab podcast, where the grades matter and there are no rules. How you doing, man? Long time.
40. 40 episodes. That is crazy. I am fantastic. How are you doing?
Really good. It feels good to be back after my long hiatus of 2 weeks. 2 weeks is a long time. In 40 weeks of doing this every week, it was good. It was a good little break. I enjoyed it. Appreciate you, Mason Cardinal Gaming, for stepping in and stepping up to the plate and knocking one out of the effing park, because it was pretty awesome. Like you had mentioned last time, it was kind of weird sitting here watching Mason in my podcast with Professor Oak and be like, damn, I'm done. Like, this is probably my last episode. Mason's gonna be the new guy. Like, no shot I'm gonna be invited back. But
Good.
no, it was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Mason's got great takes, great YouTube channel, so I was honored to have him step in. I know it's a downgrade visual appearance for you guys this week. You guys were dealing with some great beauty last week. I think Dan had made the comment that something like that, like Josh got so much more beautiful this week. What happened? So shout out to Dan, Catch 'em All Collectibles. Appreciate you. But yeah, no, I could not appreciate you enough, Mason, for stepping in last minute. It was very last minute. I remember telling you like 36 hours before. I was like, oh, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think you told me about that.
Oh, by the way, I totally forgot we're leaving. Yeah, I could have did it from the casino floor and it would have been good, but I appreciate it. It was good.
No, I'm just so glad I'm so glad you had the getaway. I didn't want you thinking. That's why I was like, yep, leave it with me. I'll handle it. I'll take care of it. I don't want you worrying or thinking about any of that stuff. It's time to focus on family. But honestly, I mean, Mason, he didn't even bat an eyelid. Like, he was straight to it. Like, yep, I got you. Yeah, I'll take care. Let me just check, that I can do it. And he checked, and yeah, we jumped on a rock and rolled. And I got to be honest, I don't know if you saw it, Josh, or if everyone at home saw it or felt it, but I enjoyed it. Like, there was like a good energy. It was fun. It was a really fun conversation before and after too, recording. He's just he's a rock star. He knows it too.
Yeah.
I love his bit of attitude that he has. It's really fun. It was good. It was good.
Mason gave you the $7 hot dog treatment too, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, give me that sauce. It was a
that
good stuff.
comment. I gotta tell you, man, that comment last week. We were driving in my car, me and my wife and the kids, and we
Oh
heard
no,
that
not the kids.
She's like, what did you just say? Like, she's like, what?
Oh.
So we had to replay it again. I'm like, I have no clue what they're like. I had to kind of explain the whole hot dog thing with Mason, how he loves hot dogs. I'm just joking, but no, that was pretty hilarious. My wife was taken back because she was listening to it too, so it was funny.
Yeah, that's good. That's tricky. Like, if you don't know the story of that episode, that video that he made about the 7 dog, like that would be confusing and mysterious.
Oh, she was like, I'm only worth $7. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I didn't mean that at all. So, Miss Green, no slight at you at all. I was definitely making fun of Josh for that completely. It wasn't on you.
That was hilarious. That made it for me. That was good.
It was good. Yeah, no, genuinely though, it was a really fun episode. I had fun, and I mean, I always do. I always do with you. It's just I don't know. It's I guess
funner.
Just different, It's just different.
It was a change. So, yeah, 40 weeks. It was good to have change every once in a while, right? No.
Yeah, he was a rock star for jumping in. I'm excited for that, and honestly, like, I don't think that's probably the last time we're going to do that. I'd imagine at some point we're going to have something else pop up. We're going to have another guest in. We do have some people in mind, so I know there's potential there. But yeah, thank you, Mason. It was really enjoyable not just for me. I know other people enjoyed it too. I saw a lot of good, really positive comments in there. So thank you.
100%. jump into spicy topic next week. I'll let you run with this one since I wasn't there to witness.
Yeah, so Pokestone won. I gotta say I did. I know we used the LOL phrase, but I actually laughed out loud. I was laughing. Pokestone, congratulations. And he said, I think my 85-year-old grandmother passed Oak on the Florida Turnpike doing 65. Probably. There's a lot of old people that overtake me. Yeah, I am goody two shoes on the road for sure. Doesn't mean I don't get angry. Doesn't mean I don't get frustrated. Yeah, definitely a guy driver for sure in that sense. But yeah, I just stick to the limit. I don't want any cops on my tail.
Yeah.
So congrats.
That was pretty impressive. I 100% totally could picture that. You just sitting in the left lane, in the fast lane, going 55 miles an hour in a 70,
No.
just trying to coast.
Mm-mm. I'm on the right lane. I'm in the slow lane. I always stay out of the way, as far away as I can from everyone. Always. I will say that.
My stepdad's complete opposite, basically. He will cruise. He's like, man, I don't know why more people don't sit in the left lane going 70 miles an hour. You don't ever got to get off the freaking the auto. Like, it's always just going at 70. You don't ever got to brake. It's perfect. I'm like, no shit. No shit,
Yeah.
bro. Like, everyone's going around you going 90. Like, you're going to get rear-ended. Somebody's going to be texting. You're going to get smoked.
Yeah, and everyone's mad.
Yeah.
Everyone's mad because they're having to like undertake you.
He's like, everyone's so friendly. They're just beeping at me, waving. It's crazy.
Yeah. No.
Jesus
no,
Christ.
I'm not down with that. I try to stay as out of the way as possible, just in general. On the road. I don't want to be. I don't want to be in the way. I drive a big car. Like I'm definitely in the way, but you've seen it. You've been in it. But yeah, I'm a good boy. So.
I was trying to do some math. I was like, because I met Pokey Stone down at Orlando Collecticon. 85-year-old grandma. I don't know how old Pokey Stone is, but I don't know. That seems
85. Like, I would say he is somewhere between 40 and 70.
That's his grandmother, though, not his mom.
Oh, grandmother. Oh, yeah, good point.
That's what I mean. So if he was 40, his mom was 65. I guess that could be if he's 40.
Yeah. He's at least
40, though.
It's somewhere between teenager and 40.
Pokey Stone, is your grandma actually 85? And how old are you? Let us know. You don't gotta put in the comments. I'm curious now.
Just leave in the comment date of birth, last four of social, and your high school name and your first pet's name. Just so we're aware.
That'd be good. Solid. Yeah, it totally made sense though when I read that. I'm like, yeah, about fits the bill for Professor Oak. I'd say I don't think I haven't been in the car with you. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, you drove me. Yeah, totally makes sense. Now that you say it, holy shit! Wow. Oh my god. I didn't even want to say nothing while I was in the car with you.
It was nighttime.
Holy cow. Yeah. I forgot I did get your car for a minute. I don't remember what the hell we did. Oh, you just had to move your car from one parking lot to another or something.
Yeah. I don't think we went on any real roads. It was that like weird in between road where the hotels were.
Yeah,
but
it took us about 3 fucking hours to get from 5 miles. It was insane.
Boring. I was a boring driver for sure. No excitement there.
Yeah. Yep. All your clothes were on. It was unfortunate. No. So next week's spicy topic. I'm gonna lead us off since I keep winning. I won when I was gone.
I know, right? It was a good one too.
I dropped that freaking spice, and I was like, I didn't even think about me not being able to answer it the next week.
I wanted you to talk about it too. Yeah, I was like, I mean, I wanted to talk with Mason about it, but like,
yeah, no, I didn't even think about it when I dropped it. I was like, I'm just gonna drop this bomb and not show up. Felt weird because I was looking forward to it because I won every week for the last month and a half, but No, I think you won once. There was a couple other winners too. It wasn't just me, but just tooting
Go on
her a
then.
little bit, trying to
Go
make
for
it
it.
feel better. So I think everybody is sleeping on just collecting these effing metal cards. They're just sleeping on them. Not graded, just raw.
Check your prices. Okay, I'm gonna go with one, and I'm gonna say that I think graded cards are gonna be here for a really, really long time. I think I would consider a staple in the hobby now. And I know a lot of people disagree with that, so it might be spicy, but we'll see. Okay.
Go vote for Oak's comment. I want to talk about that one.
Oh, you do?
That's a good one.
We'll see. Okay. Latest pickups. So I have something really interesting I want to show. I don't know if is there anything you want to highlight? Anything you've picked up in the
I
past
do.
couple of
You
weeks?
can go ahead though. I got a couple.
Okay. I just have one thing that really stands out to me. Everything else is pretty like whatever. But this one thing I thought was super interesting. Shout out to a couple of people. So Sports Cars Anonymous, Dakota, he has a Discord and I'm in there fairly often. Like I really like the guys in there. Neo, Sports Car Dad, Dustin, Wes Bragg. Like there's just a bunch of rock stars in there. They're awesome. And they let me know that this card was dropping, and it's a card that you don't buy in a pack. You buy it directly from Topps. Like Topps literally sells single cards themselves that they make. And when you buy them, you have the chance of getting a card that's serialized, like or like rare or a variation or whatever, just like you would in a pack, but it's like a single card. And the card's pretty interesting itself because it isn't technically a sports card, but it is, and it's a Topps card. So I wanted to it's going to be like a little funky showing it on here, but they send it in a very like quality envelope, right? Like a cardboard envelope. And
I'm excited.
in the envelope, oh, I'll do it that way. It comes in a plastic hard case. Like it's like very
like a thick
well
card.
Well, no. It looks like it is, but it isn't. It's like a plastic case. Let me try and open it like this. And it has like a lid. And then that's a foam. So it's
okay.
literally
Thought it was a
protected by
sleeve.
sponge. It literally has, it's kind of like a sponge one. And then, so you take it out and it's like on the other side of the sponge.
Sponge.
And this,
the way you said that's awesome.
the accent, it's funny. It actually has the logo on the back is actually, I don't know if you can see it. Oh,
like
holographic. See
holographic.
it there. Yeah, it has holographic Topps logo on the back, which I hadn't seen before too. But on the front,
how much?
Cheap, too cheap. Recognize her?
Jesus Christ, the Grail, bro.
Danielle
Topanga.
Fisher Topanga. Oh my god! When I saw that, I was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!" Like
Topanga.
I have to buy it. Like I
Wow.
literally didn't even think. I got my phone, I ordered it right away. Even though I did it right away, there was two variations. So there was one that was a signed one and one that was a regular that you had a chance of getting like a serialized fancy version or whatever. So I tried to get the signed one and it was done. It was already gone by the time I got to that one. But I did manage to get a regular one, and not serialized, nothing fancy, but I got the card that I wanted at a cheap price. I think it was like $10, like literally $10, and that is freaking cool because it's a real top sports card, but it's Topanga, like amazing.
I thought we were fucking friends. You didn't even tell me. Just
How
kept
cool
that
is that?
in your own pocket. Yeah,
I
I'm
haven't
pissed.
told anyone. I
I'm
thought that
pissed
was
off.
like the coolest thing. I didn't think anyone else would be interested, honestly. Next time I will give you a shout if that's the case.
Did you
But
watch The Girl Meets World on Disney Plus?
yes,
Okay,
more than
a
I should have.
little more respect for you. At least you did that. So did I.
Yeah, I watch it with my daughter. Yeah, I haven't seen every episode, but I've seen quite a few of them.
I
And
did.
yeah, she's still up there. I gotta say, yep.
You listen to
She's
her
pretty
podcast?
cool. I listened to one part of one. I haven't listened to a lot of them. I did hear her talk on one. I saw her in an interview on someone else's too that I watched. I forget
Yeah.
who it was. That was pretty cool. She seems like a pretty cool person. Like seems like she's pretty awesome. But I just thought that was so unique and easily accessible. It was still in stock when I was trying to get it, and I was like, didn't even think. I didn't even question like, should I get this? I was like, oh my god, I have to get this. I just bought it instantly.
There's
Which I don't.
numbered to 5 ones auctioning right now.
Yeah, I'd imagine that's probably going to go pretty high. I know she has.
It's at 90 with 5 days left.
I'd be
Well,
surprised if that didn't hit $200. We'll see. That's good to know. But yeah, pretty cool.
that's dope. That's cool.
Cool.
I'm still
And
pissed off you didn't tell me. But
the experience too. I think what was super interesting was they said that it ships in like 3 to 5 days, and it took like 10. I felt like it took like forever to ship out, and then it shipped. When it did ship, it shipped fairly quickly, and in fantastic packaging. I mean, it was in sponge, in a plastic case, in a cardboard folder, in bubble wrap, in a mailer. Like it was like 5-layer deep, one card. So the manual labor doing all that stuff in the materials, well worth it. I mean, good experience. That's the first time I'd ever bought a single card from Topps. I've bought boxes of stuff and packs and stuff, but not a single card. So that was, I figured I just wanted to share that because I thought that was super interesting, the card, but also like the actual process and the packaging and everything, and the price I thought was pretty good. I just thought it was cool, so I would buy from them again if something else interesting popped up for sure.
yeah, that's insane. So I'm going to jump down and skip around, and I'm skipping my pickups. I'll talk about them in a minute, but because
Okay.
it's so related to this, I feel like Pokemon has like it. I think that like the Topps having to sell these cards for $10. Maybe they're doing it wrong, but I feel like also there wouldn't be a huge pull like promos in the Pokemon Center. Like if they were to make that Topanga card a promo to where, hey, if you buy $30 a product, you'll get a free Topanga card. Would that have sold a shit ton of Topps product for them? I'm curious. It probably would have did freaking decent. You know what I mean? Like it probably would have did pretty damn. Yeah, it would have did probably freaking pretty. I would have probably went and dropped $30 on some Topps bullshit I didn't want for a Topanga card, but my friend didn't even tell me about it. So, but it's crazy. Pokemon's got it like the promos are a penny, and they could clean out their entire shelves by giving away a 1 penny card, not in 5 layers of plastic, 1 layer of plastic just thrown into a box, and they clean out their entire inventory. Like it's insane. The amount of the demand for that type of card over what seems to be anything Top Sports. It is Topanga, but it's Topanga.
I wonder if they give a number on
Release.
How many of these regular ones were printed? I'm thinking not, but they'd probably have to print quite a few if they made a commitment like that. Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting take because I feel like there is a good base for that. Like the people that would want an interesting card like that with someone different, something unique, like not a baseball player, but throwing a ball at a baseball game at the Phillies. She's at the Phillies, like on the pitch, like doing something that is sports related.
Yeah.
Clearly a fan. Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting thought. I guess
Sports
I don't
people,
know.
comment down below. Let us know if that would that be enough pull for you to go drop $30 on a? I feel like it would be, because then you get your value in the box, you can keep it sealed, and then you get your free promo. Like, I feel like it would
Well,
help them move a lot of shit. But
that's the interesting point that you're making. I think is win-win on our end, but also on on the retailer end, because Tops is selling a box and giving a cheap card that's, like you say, is literally
cut
easy
down on the packaging. 5 layers of packaging for a free promo, obviously, is
cellophane. Yeah.
not a W, but yeah,
Yep. So they're doing that, but like we're winning in terms of we're getting a product at the regular price, but also something free. And yeah, I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know. I don't know if I would have bought something more expensive to get that unless there was something that I wanted as well as wanting that. But if I was in sports, which is a lot of the people on there, or if they'd open it up for like some of the other Top Scrum stuff and top stuff. I mean, Star Wars. There is other products out there. It's not just sports.
yeah,
They could have branched it open and maybe done. I mean, they could do it with that. They could do a Vader promo and say buy this Tops box. But also, like, is that a problem they're trying to solve? Like, are they struggling to sell product right now? Because nearly everything that I've bought and gone back to buy again is nearly always sold out. So I don't know if there is a problem there either. I don't know.
yeah. No, it's
I mean,
I don't
Pokemon
know.
clearly sold a lot of product that day, right? Like it worked. It's effective. It works.
Yeah, it's filthy. It's crazy. It's the eject button for all inventory. Basically, it's perfect. Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit deeper, talking about some of that in a minute. But my pickups. So when I went on my 2-day excursion, I always look up local game or card shops, and I go to every one I can. So the first one I had went into was it was like 95% sports. So I walked in there, owned by a father and a son. This is near Central Michigan University, and it was cool. It was a bunch of slabs, PSA cards, only PSA cards. The dude I asked, he said he sells on Facebook, which was cool. And then he was like, I was like, what about Whatnot? He's like, actually, my first stream's tonight on Whatnot. I'm like, yikes, no. So I was like,
Wow.
that's pretty cool. But yeah, I ended up picking up this card. I'm always looking for like Detroit sports legends, and I got a Calvin Johnson refractor PSA 10, which was a pretty cool card. So I think a population on these is like 150 or 200.
What year was that?
2007 was his rookie card. Yeah,
Oh wow. Okay.
Calvin Johnson Megatron. So
That
one of the
that's a
best.
that's a low pop for such a
Yeah, no,
such an
it's
old
not
one.
the base. So the base one's like $75. This one's like the next level, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool. Also, shout out to Z&G Emporium, not sponsored. You know our number, just give us a call. You got to get in while it's cheap, because we don't have a lot of demand right now for
Hey,
sponsors.
we're not cheap. Hang on.
But I purchased this off of his auction. Zapdos Pristine 10 Fossil, and
Wow.
it was a pretty awesome pickup. It's 310s and a 9.5 edges. Looks pretty freaking clean. I had a PSA 10. I had a PSA 10 of that in my collection that I paid $900 for
Hmm.
back whenever, two and a half years ago, 3 years ago. So bought this for 450, 475. And then
Wow.
3 days later, or that night, I posted my PSA 10 for sale for $700, sold it on eBay for $675. So sold my PSA 10 for $200, more than almost paid for this card. It was
essentially, yeah.
It was pretty awesome. So we take those. I'll take a pristine 10 over a PSA 10. I keep saying it. Like, if you got PSA or pristine 10 Zapdos vintage ones, I have PSA 10s with your name on it. If you're giving it to me at like 60%, hit my line. So those are a couple of my pickups, and it was cool being able to flip my PSA one super quick, decent price.
That is cool when you have almost like a strategy, I guess you could call it, right?
Yeah.
You know, you've got a motive for why you're doing it, and how you can pay for it without paying for it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Girl math, right?
Yep.
You know, sell this and do that. It's that's cool. That's fun to see, and that only having one 9.5, you know, that being a pristine, it's got to be a pretty clean copy, I'd imagine. You know, if I was to look at it, maybe even cleaner than the 10 that's, you know, worth more somehow.
It was cleaner than my PSA 10, so there's another bonus. But I'll be upgrading these to the new pristine labels for sure.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Even though it's got subgrades, but I let the new pristine labels you can't touch them. So
it does look good, right?
They're bomb. Yeah,
I gotta say,
it does. Big fan.
Yeah, it does look good. I was bidding on a card. I don't remember if maybe it was yesterday or Sunday, but yeah, I was bidding on one, and it was a Pikachu, and I was like, this would be my first Pikachu CGC card that I've bought, not that I've graded or received as a gift or a trade or whatever, but the first purchased CGC Pikachu card. So we'll see how that goes, because it's still it's still at auction, but we can maybe touch on that next week. Okay, cool pickups. I think that's fun. Like you're saying, just going to a store local to when you're traveling and going somewhere else. I'd urge people, even when you're in another country, you know, when you're on a real true vacation away, you know, intercontinental, whatever the phrase is, even then try and search out a local card shop, because it feels like they're pretty much in every town and city. Like someone sells cards or slabs or boxes. There's a supplier somewhere. So seek those out and get in a Discord and tell us about it, because I think that stuff's super interesting. And sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted.
I was just going to say, like, even that, you know, 2007 refractor just happened to be there, you know, it's just cool. I think that's awesome, hearing about that stuff in the pickups and finding stuff that you love, you know, that kind of stuff. So
yeah, I was gonna say your fellow UK person, Pokey Chloe, is opening a card shop. I would love to see more. I feel like it's going to be a thing. Content creators creating card shops more and more. It is like Card Collector 2. I don't know if you know, sports card guy. He has a card shop. Everyone's favorite sports card investor is opening a $14 million card shop for 14,000 square feet. That's what it is. 14,000 square feet card shop.
Yes,
in Georgia, which is, it's got like stream zones. It's insane. I don't know what, I can't wait to see the final product, but there's a lot of pull in social media. Like I think it's going to be a thing. Like Mason's like creating a path, man. He's splitting the Red Sea. It's the way to make this thing continue. I feel like the way to make brick and mortars continue, that these brick and mortars have the social media presence. If they don't have a social media presence to survive, and the online presence, I feel like it's because they're a very old store. They have all the customers. Basically, like, their reputation is built up enough socialness to where they got reoccurring customers built up enough. you're not going to make a new brick and mortar, I don't think, and be successful unless you have a very successful online presence or some type of social media aspect. So it'll be interesting. A lot more. I feel like a lot more content creators will be making brick and mortars because you're not just going to be relying on people walking in the store to sell things, and it's kind of that way already. TCG Player and eBay are kind of pushing that, but having that social media face, it'll drive more people to walk into your building to come see you and stuff like that. It'll be pretty interesting to see how successful they are. I think it'll be awesome for them. I think they'll kill it.
Yeah. I think what's super interesting with what you're saying there is you poked at it there, the marketing side of it. So when you're advertising or when you're doing different marketing methods, you're trying to get people to come and get your product or look at your product or be aware of it. So in the future they may buy it or talk about it or whatever. The content creators already have people that are invested in them in terms of subscribed, listening, watching, interacting, possibly bought from them in a live stream before, that kind of stuff. So to market a product or a service to them, you're 99% of the way there, right? They're already invested in you and the topic or whatever it is that you're talking or selling. If Chloe is selling Pokemon cards at a store, she just needs to market to the people that watch her for Pokemon cards. Like, it just makes complete sense. So I wish her all the best. I think she's going to do fantastic. Our good friend UAP Cyber, he's awesome. I know he's going to be working there, and very excited for what that holds for him and in the old motherland in the UK. So that's going to be fun. I'm excited to see what happens with it. I just think there's potential for a lot of people to do that, and I want to make sure that everyone, and I don't mean this at Chloe obviously or Mason, you touched on sports card investors, that kind of thing. I think the hearts are in the right place. I think what we have to be wary of is people creating online presence with a motive to sell products. It's not as organic and natural. Like, those people in the hobby, they get it, they understand it, they've been a part of it a long time, put a lot of time into content and the hard work and everything. And now this is like, I feel like it's like almost like a path. This is their path they've chosen. This is like the next step on their path, their career, their life that they're doing. So I would want us to be careful that we don't let people that aren't invested themselves in this hobby and Pokemon and sports cards, whatever it is, because we've seen that somewhat with like Whatnot and a couple other places. I don't want to get into too much detail talking crap about people, but just be wary of that, who you're supporting and the origins of it, because there's a lot of good people out there that we really should be supporting. Nick and Chris, Old School Pokemon and Weedle's Warehouse on eBay. I think they're prime examples of people that you should primarily be viewing and supporting on eBay, like on that platform. Like, that's a good one, for example.
Yeah, 100%. No, I think it'll be interesting. Like, you being in the restaurant industry, like me, I thrived off, like, I don't know if not thrive, but I live off of looking at Google reviews for businesses and restaurants. Like, if I see a restaurant and I'm trying to eat a good meal, I don't go to anything below 4 stars at all. Like, I see something below 4 stars, I'm like, yikes, that's probably dog shit. They're probably serving dog shit on the plate and they're bringing that to their customers. A lot of places are below 4 stars, but 4 stars, not dollar signs, people. I'm talking stars, like the rating, the 1 through 5.
Yeah.
And I feel like somebody like Chloe could say, hey, here's a link to my Google page. Go give me positive, if you've dealt with me before in the past, go leave me 5 stars. That freaking store, the day it opens, because they have 20,000 positive reviews. That's fucking insane.
Yeah,
that's insane. Like, restaurants, like, if I see 1,000 review restaurant, that is a huge number. and she could just drop a link, and all these people could go leave like positive reviews for her new business straight to the moon. It's crazy.
Yeah, one of the restaurants that I ran in a city here in Florida for a little while, we averaged 4.6, which was pretty good, but it was lower volume. Like you were saying, we didn't have as much of a volume. Friday and Saturday nights, there was an event that would happen next door. Sometimes that would pump it up, but it was fairly expensive. I would consider it fine dining. So when it was a lower star, it was generally like for a good reason, like something either happened or they had high expectations because of the dollar price point, whatever. But generally we had very good experience and good reviews from it. And if I was to think that you're saying, of looking at a 3 or 4 star, like at any price point, the perspective of 4-star fast food and 4-star high fine dining should be the same. It should be like almost the best it should be for that category, right? So
exactly.
Yeah, you gotta kind of, I guess, relate that to other things, but
yeah. I just think it's like you can't think of a restaurant unless it's like Gordon Ramsay or somebody with a crazy social media or presence that the Burger King down the road is getting railed by me. Like they got a 1.7 star. They have rats in their food. I don't know what they're doing. There's nothing in the world that's gonna fix their rating on Google unless they delete it and restart somehow, which I don't think Google will allow unless they blow up the building. Probably should happen. But Pokey Chloe, she'll never have to worry about it. She'll drop the link one time in a live stream, instantly, like 10,000, 5 stars. Like it's just gonna sit at the top. Like it's crazy that could. That for me, it's wild.
Okay, so is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's great for her.
Is it great just for her though? Because I think I could go devil's advocate on each side. I think I can see pros and cons either way. I think it's good for her. I think it's also good for a potential consumer, a potential client, a potential customer, whatever you want to call it, because they know she has a lot of people that respect her. She's obviously doing something right to get to that status where people would blindly leave her a review. The downside is they haven't actually seen the product or the service that this is all based on her, not the actual product or
She's
service.
had sales though online and stuff. So
fantastic. So maybe transfer those reviews over of verified purchases or something. I don't know.
I think it'll only help her future because there will be people looking up card shops. Oh, this place is 4.99 stars. Gotta go there, check it out. Let's go. Like no brainer. Like that's people do that with the Dave Portnoy pizza app. They pull up his One Bite app, pizza places. This one's an 8-star.
I didn't know he had an app for it.
Oh yeah, it just highlights only pizza places on your map local to you.
Oh wow!
And it's based on the reviews by local people, and if he's been there, it'll show his review. But yeah, same. Yeah, it'll just drive more feet with a high number. So
I like to think. I mean, the root of it, right? Chloe's awesome. Like she's brilliant. She's obviously smart. She's talented. She's giving people exactly what they want. It's effective what she's doing. So I have no doubt she will provide top level service at what she's doing. So even if she gets good or bad reviews, like I feel pretty confident that she'll create a good experience and a good product, good service, whatever it is for people buy.
Especially if your average player's working there, sales are going to go through the roof.
We'll see. You better get that stuff shipped out quickly. So he's going to be a busy boy. He's going to be a very busy boy. I can tell you that. I know it. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. That was a long side tangent, but it was a good discussion.
Yeah, I mean, valid. is a big step. Like someone setting up, investing that much money and potential future money on setting up a store. Like I think that's a valid conversation. So I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. You want to talk about your favorite drop for the year?
No, I don't want to talk about it. Matt, did it come out yet?
I've seen promos from Collecticon New York. Not Collecticon, Motors or Comic-Con New York.
The
They're giving out promos.
NYCC thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
New
the
York
only
City
one.
Comic-Con, that's what it is.
That's the only one I've seen. Yeah, Hello Kitty, for anyone that hasn't been aware yet. Metazoo paired up with Hello Kitty. I still can't grasp it. It just feels
like a reach.
It just feels chalk and cheese. I don't even know how to describe it. I cannot compute in my head what's happening with that. It just feels outlandish. It's ridiculous. I can't. So it is what it is. I mean, they're gonna bring cards out. I'm not sure if it's gonna be some big playable set. Like I don't know who's gonna want to go to a tournament and play with Hello Kitty cards to try and win. Maybe they will. Maybe they're gonna make some crazy ones and they're gonna break the system or whatever. But the whole thing is very hard for me to wrap my head around. It's bizarre. Are you a fan? Are you buying? Are you stonking? Are you grading? I mean, I want nothing of it.
I think it for them, it's genius. Like looking at this list of the number 1, number 2, number 3 media franchises, all-time selling. Pokemon number 1, 92 billion. Number 2 is Hello Kitty, 80 billion.
Global. Or US.
It's got to be global for sure. So I feel like they looked at this list, and I'm looking at 10 of them. Hello Kitty's pretty much the only one of access to them. Everything else is kind of IP'd out to Disney or someone else, and they won't be able to get it. So Hello Kitty was like kind of the only one out there for them to go get in like the top 10, besides maybe one of the manga and Pan Man. Might be an option.
Yeah,
it's probably under Weiss or something, but Batman, Dragon Ball Z, like Barbie, that'll be the next one, I'm guessing, with the way we're trending.
Well, no, hang on, no, because that's owned by Mattel that owns Magic, so they wouldn't.
Barbie MTG set?
Could be. Right?
Shit.
I think Barbie owns Mattel. I think Mattel owns Barbie, and I think Mattel is owned by Wizards or whatever that is Magic. You know, it's the same group. So I don't think we'd get that with Matsu, but I like what you're thinking there with the potential crossover there.
No, so yeah, the Hello Kitty thing, I think it's, I don't know, if Pokemon were to do a collab with any of these top 10, it'd be lights out. So I know if I was a MetaZoo collector and MetaZoo fan and I saw the number 2 media franchise, there'd be a lot of hype behind my balls, going balls deep into this, being excited, because it's got to bring some excitement, because I feel like there's been maybe a lull in like the wow factor.
That's for me. I get what you're saying. Like they're a big deal. They've got a big franchise, a lot of fans and stuff. But for me, I'm thinking like, okay, but that doesn't mean like the biggest, say Ford would pick the biggest mattress company to like do a promotion with. Like it just does, it's two different things. And like for me, MetaZoo and Hello Kitty they're just two completely different things. It just seems so ridiculous to me. I cannot grasp my head. I just can't grasp it.
Yeah, it's left field for sure. It's a reach, but it's something, gave him some headlines again. It was kind of the headlines were slowing down for MetaZoo, so it's something because we're talking about it. We haven't talked about MetaZoo in 37 episodes, so they did their job. They made the Slab podcast. They could sleep.
I'm curious. Now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious, and I get it. It's valid. You know, there's definitely fan base, there's marketing, there's a huge IP behind it. Everyone knows Hello Kitty. Everyone in the world knows what Hello Kitty is. Nobody knows MetaZoo. You could ask 100 people in the street, not a single person would know. So maybe a little bit of marketing there, getting them on the map kind of thing. But I don't know. What the hell is that?
What? Those are just crack slabs.
Labels.
What did Hello Kitty start out as? Toy, show, TV?
I thought it was a cartoon. I thought it was a cartoon book. I thought it was like it's a little book character, right?
Vinyl coin purse design. Well, it's merchandise. Just merchandise. 80 billion of their 80 billion is merchandise. Not another media. Not video games. Not manga. Not book. Not novel. Harry Potter's novel. Yu-Gi-Oh's on this list. I don't see Magic the Gathering, though.
It's literally just a brand. Magic only does cards, though. And they have the mobile game, but I can't think of much else that they do. Yu-Gi-Oh has a show, and it has a game, and it has toys and plushies, and it has an actual IP kind of thing. It's
like 12 billion of the 19 billion for Yu-Gi-Oh is cards, but the other, it's split 50-50 between merchandise and manga as well. The other 7.
Yeah, that makes sense. I love that show. I miss it. I haven't watched that in forever. I just love watching Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh God, I watch it all the time. Yeah.
You need to buy more cards is what you need to do.
Yeah, I should. I don't have that many.
If you watch the show, it'll make you start looking. Because that's the weird thing about Yu-Gi-Oh is they actually use the cards and you can go buy a card. But yeah. They didn't collect them in the show though. They just played with them.
So let's talk about CGC screwing up your slab, because I think that's important too.
You had the slab at one point. So just to give people the backstory, Professor Oak had given me like a She-Hulk, 2 She-Hulks or something like that, and another card to get graded at CGC. And he got those graded at CGC, sent them to me, and basically I got those cards graded, sent them in my whole entire submission, and the submission came back. And the submission came back with this card, a Thor. I was just like, oh, it's Oaks. He sent me a bunch of Marvel bullshit, whatever. No offense to the Marvel people out there. I love you. I do love Marvel. Calm down. Calm the F down, everybody. But I was pissed when I got this card back to me from Professor Oak. So I sent it to him, thought it was his. I'm like, all right, here you go, bud. Here's your card. You got this. And he's like, this ain't my effing card. I don't know what you're doing. Like, he's completely confused. You're muted, by the way. I don't know if you're meant to be, but
I'm muted because I was having a drink. I pressed mute, and for some reason it kicked me out. I don't know why it kicked me out then. Sorry.
No, you're good. Full screen shiz there for a minute. Yeah, so I got this card back from Professor Oak, and basically this card is neither of our card. I had sent in a Cosmo and Wanda lenticular card.
Which it says on the label.
The label's correct.
Been in there.
And they swapped it with somebody's metal Thor card. So imagine the dude balls deep into Marvel. He's like, all right, Iron Man, in this submission return, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Wanda? What the fuck is this? The dude got pissed. Like me, it's like, damn. Me, I'm like, damn, I got a Thor. But the dude that he probably don't even know what those are. Like he's like, what the heck? I probably should tell. I didn't tell CGC yet, but maybe they have that card. The dude probably sent it back, hoping the person with their metal Thor would send it in. But I have a Cosmo Wanda Thor card in my hands, which is hilarious to me. It's more of a meme at this point. I'd rather just hold on to it instead.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
love that
seriously.
freaking the lenticular Cosmo and Wanda card I pulled from a pack was pretty effing sick. I was super excited to have that, and I can't believe that card got swapped. But that dude, I wish I had a freaking camera to see his response when he got that card out of his submission. He probably so confused. I wish when I
It is.
posted in Swami's Discord, I really hoped somebody was one of the guys that swapped with me, but
There's so many. Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's funny to imagine and think about. Just that card just feels so
beautiful.
Extraordinarily out there. Like when you're expecting a Thor card, and it's even labeled and graded with the number of Thor. I would imagine. Like it doesn't seem like they messed that up on this one. So I imagine they literally just somehow mixed a card from your order to someone else's. Maybe it got stuck on the machine, or I have no idea how that could have happened. Like how are orders and card submissions that close to each other where a card could physically get swapped? That's a problem.
That is weird.
That's worrisome to me, because I could tell you now, we wouldn't be laughing if that was a $5,000 card. I would not be laughing at all.
I don't even know what it is. I doubt it is because it's from 2021, which is another reason I'm pissed because this is like ultra modern, and my Wando's from 2004.
Oh no, I mean that one's not worth much. That one, I already know. I know what that card is. That's not a crazy card. But if you submitted a first ed Charizard and the label said first ed Charizard, CGC 9, and you had Thor in there, like I would be very unhappy with that.
I can tell you right now why this card got swapped with Wanda.
Is it in it?
I know. No.
Is it behind it?
No. But this and the Wanda are extra thick slabs because they are the lenticular and the metal card. So likely there is a dude, I'm guessing, that he gets probably different. I don't know. Yeah, he handles the thick slabs or something. But I don't know. There had to be a reason why all of the cards that are getting in thick slabs are getting stacked up on each other, probably. And
don't justify it. There's no reason. That should
I agree.
not have happened.
I agree. I'm not trying to justify it. I'm trying to say probably what happened.
You can justify how, but not the why. Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to give.
If that is what happened,
leeway,
that needs to get fixed for sure.
Seriously,
whatever it was, something needs to get fixed because this obviously Cosmo never looked this fucking good. Like, yeah,
so weird. I was so confused when I saw that. I was like, I didn't send it. I swear I didn't send a Thor card in. I don't remember having a Thor card. And I saw the label and I was like, pretty sure this is a Nickelodeon card. And I didn't send a Nickelodeon card, and this isn't a Nickelodeon card, and I didn't send a Marvel card. I was I like asked myself 20 questions trying to figure out what was going on, and I was like, "Hey, Josh, like, I don't think I submitted this one. I don't even remember what I said to you, but I just remember being confused and trying to figure it out. Very odd.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, this ranks up there with the. I see upside down cards frequently in slabs.
But this is the worst.
This is different. This is different. Yeah, mixing somebody else's card up with mine.
Yeah, this is the biggest.
I've seen it, but
biggest one. You've seen them swap someone else's card.
Yeah, other graded company. It's happened.
That's not
good. It's infrequent.
Yeah, I don't know. It's that for me.
Very, 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 very infrequent.
if I sent something pretty special and that happened, it's like something I know I probably couldn't get back in that exact grade. You know exactly what I was expecting.
What do you think? Like, I'm gonna email them probably and ask them, like, hey, what can we do? What do you think? What do you like? Let's take a guess. I'll email them tomorrow, so I'll have a result Monday. What do you think? What is the CGC response to me asking them this? Like,
I
hey,
think that
what can you do?
I think the first thing they'll do is say send it back to us, and then I think they'll probably review it and cut you a check for $20.
Yeah, you think they'll probably I think they will do that, and they'll cut me a check for whatever I said Wanda cost. Hopefully, I put $199, but what because you do put the value of your card, whatever, right when you submit. They would probably.
Would it have been the first graded? Could they have referenced a previous sale to gauge like a market price for it? No. Okay, so yeah, maybe they'll just throw an arbitrary number at you and you could haggle with them a little bit.
Definitely. I think it's worth at least $3,000. You agree? Cosmo Wanda, CDC
that would be my haggle. That's the haggle I would give. Yeah, I mean, I was a buyer, right? I already made a bid for $299.99.
That's good stuff. I was looking real quick to see if I could see my packing slip for it. See what I valued it at.
I don't love it. I don't love that happened at all. I mean, it's great laughing about it with a couple of cards that aren't anything too crazy, but oh God, I would have been real upset if that was something special to me. And it's just out in the abyss. I mean, where is it? We have no idea. Did they send it someone? Did they find it? Was it on the floor? I mean, very odd. Very, very odd.
Yeah,
and not the first time people have had concerns about CGC, like you said, upside down and the wrong way around and that kind of stuff. Damaging things is clearly rushing. Like that is way too big of a mistake if someone was actually taking care of what they were doing.
Damn it, Jim. I put $15. Mother.
That'll teach you. You get
feels bad.
I correct myself. They'll ask you to send it back and they'll cut you a check for $15, not $20. No tax.
R.I.P., bro. Damn,
we'll see.
That's brutal. Stay tuned. We'll have a result.
While we're talking about CGC, did you see that they graded quite a lot of pretty nice special cards that Rare Candy are auctioning?
No. You mentioning it was the first time I heard about it, to be honest. I don't know if I don't follow Rare. I feel like I follow Rare Candy on Instagram. Maybe I just don't see stories or updates, but yeah, what's going on there?
Interesting. Because I actually found about it from CGC. They were the ones promoting it. I'm guessing there's some kind of collaboration discount. I don't know. They all look like they were new labels from what I saw. The pictures that I saw look like they've been very recently submitted. I'm guessing from Rare Candy. Leonhardt's face was splashed on the marketing email that I got. There is some nice stuff. Like there is some things that even I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool card. They definitely put an effort in there. I don't have a lot to say about it, honestly. I just thought it was interesting. That pair up, that combination.
Was there any Cosmo and Wanda cards in there?
That's a good point. It would have been labeled as a Thor metal.
Yeah, I need to check PWCC or something.
A Marvel.
Because if it was a PWCC, they wouldn't even check it. They would probably just like auto put it into their auction. So I'll have to check. That'd be funny. There it is. So which auction are you talking about? So there's one that says CGC Pokemon Japan Fire and Leaf Green. That one?
No. Maybe it's not live yet. Maybe it's about to go live. I could probably pull
Did
it
you
up on my
see Hidden
phone.
Gems weekly auction? Oh, that's 2 months ago. Yeah.
I don't want to slow us down, but let's see.
Yeah, there's some juicers. There's also people out there. There's a Heritage Signature auction ending this coming weekend. This weekend. So it's like 50% cards. So Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh primarily. And also half of it's Funko Pops, which I thought was very interesting. I had not seen that yet. I think they had dedicated auctions to their Funko Pops, but I've never seen it splashed into like the pop culture TCG signatures. Kind of feels bad, in my opinion, but interesting. Lots of awesome stuff. I love seeing the old Magic the Gathering like gamma cards. Those things look freaking awesome. Those things are freaking like on little sheets of paper. Like, talk about like if you want like the OG, to me, like a Magic the Gathering like gamma thing is like as cool as it gets because that is the first TCG. Respect. That would be pretty cool to have. Is some of the first ever printed like trading card game stuff, and it's crazy it took that long with cards being as old as they are. It took us to the freaking 90s to get a TCG. That's insane. Cards have been around since the freaking late 1800s. Took 100 years to make a trading card game. For somebody to sit down and think about it, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's even more interesting when you think about how many games there were with cards. Like,
Yeah,
with like decks of, regular card decks and stuff like that. How many different games evolved in that, but they never thought to incorporate pictures or people or like things happening as its own thing. Like hugely successful, surely. Like back in the day, I know the what is it like Willis and Ginter or something? Like there's definitely like collectible
yeah.
cards. Like there's all
Yeah,
that, but yeah, I mean, there's just so much out there. But they, like you say, they just never thought to turn it into like a thing. Do something with it. Yeah, it's interesting.
Playing cards are your dusted. That's about it. Crazy. Mm-hmm. And after Magic came out with their set, like if you look at the timeline, like just tons of them just started flooding. They're like, oh my God, they're so smart. What are we doing? Crazy stuff.
It's crazy to think how many are printed now. Like how many this year will be printed throughout all the different games and IPs, and just how many people are involved and invested in that stuff. It's nuts.
Yeah, so I might be looking at some of those gamma cards now. I'm curious. Probably expensive as fuck, but that'd be cool. So going back to the promos real quick, the gray felt hat Pikachu promos update. I have 0. Oh shit! God damn! Look at that boy looking nice, sitting pretty, boy. Don't drop it. Shit. Hey, you're fancy. Is it a 10?
Freaking mute. This was a gift from Brandon Baker. He is absolute diamond. He's wonderful. He's amazing. Yeah, he sent it to me, and honestly, I think I'm just going to leave it in the cellophane. I don't even think I'm going to take it out of the little pouch thing that they send it in. I have a couple of other pretty sweet Pikachus in those, some promos already. And I think I have a Mew and a couple other things in there, Mewtwo maybe. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it as is. Keep it virgin.
Yeah, my issue with those it's tough to store it. Like it's kind of, I guess you could put it still in a card saver one, but then the plastic kind of sticks out the top. Is there something you're gonna
It
put it
does.
in?
Yeah, no, that's a real problem. Like they do
Actually, I remember
just
there
very
was something
slightly slip out the top, but
you can get. It's for dollar bills. It's like a card saver one for dollar bills.
yeah, actually, you know what? I looked at those when I was thinking about submitting some of them to grade them the the cellophane
Yeah,
wrap.
yeah.
So I don't think I actually. I'll have to check. I don't think I actually bought any. But yeah, that's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up. If anyone else is out there thinking about storing these in the wrapper, that is a good idea, and probably a smart way to submit them without them getting the top getting damaged. Because I was concerned about that. I think that's why I didn't submit them. Actually, I just kind of moved on to the next thing. But
Do
I freaking
real
love the
quick.
artwork. I love the EV. You know, I love the work that Sao did on some of the artworks for it. She's my favorite artist, and I mean the Pikachu one is, it's just gorgeous.
That's dope.
It's
Do
killer.
PSA and CGC cards protect against UV?
I know PSA were
Doesn't
upgrading
look like it.
their slabs to add more physical protection. I don't think UV. UV is without glass is pretty difficult to really do much, honestly. They
Yeah, I'm
have to
not sure
add.
if they do.
They could add a film, but that's going to detract from the clarity and the color and the sharpness of the card. It's just not going to look as good, probably. So, yeah, unfortunately, no. I mean, I don't have them in the sun. At least, it's in pretty
Yeah,
direct sunlight-free environment for the most part. I think the most interesting thing about that card, though, is just the drama and the fanatical approach to them coming out, the way they came out in the different places, over there in the Netherlands and over here with Pokemon Center and stuff. Just wild. I haven't seen that much like conversation and hype and just so much buzz going around since even today. I mean, they just dropped another few today on the Pokemon Center. Just so much hype. I don't know how to describe it.
yeah,
I kind of like it
yep,
though.
yeah. No, it's crazy. It's good. It's good. Is it good? But I mean, Pokemon's doing good. I'd say that. Like if that for that to happen, they could drop a new thing in Antarctica and there'd be people getting charters out to that bitch to get them freaking promos. Like it's crazy. Like they'd be, all right, how many dudes can we fit in this plane? Let's split the cost. Let's all go. We'll get 30 promos each.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
Oh yeah, it'd be anywhere in the world they could freaking drop promos
It
and
better be a
freaking
snob.
No, no, it would be a
Yeah.
pile of swine. For sure, a pile of swine. But yeah, I think it was weird that they canceled promos at the museum recently. Like they're like, hey, we're just not going to do this anymore, even though there are promos still available because they just re-released them on Pokemon Center today, as of the day we're recording. The museum was like, "No, we're good." What do you think? Why do you think they did that? They might have been a press release, but I don't remember.
I'm
I think
I'm
I don't even think they gave a reason.
I'm glad they did. Honestly, I'm behind it. I think it was insane. The pictures and the videos I saw of when it happened looked. I would have been concerned for my kid's safety if I was at that museum that day. Like it
Yeah,
just looked like absolute insanity. So for me, like hell yeah, pull it away, like throw it online. Like I wouldn't want anyone near that. To the, apparently people were stood outside trying to, I guess trying to get people that were walking out to like buy their stuff or swap them or whatever. Like, I don't want strangers coming up to me trying to get something that I just got hold of. Like, my family visiting a museum. The whole thing's just, I don't know, just weird the way it was handled. But also, I just don't think Pokemon expected that much hype, which is dumb because it's like a very special thing they've done, and they know they are the biggest IP in the world, and they are the most desirable collectible right now. Like, you should know if you do something special with Pikachu on it, people are gonna go crazy. It just seems like a no-brainer. So
It'd be
yeah,
hilarious if there was like an email that popped up that said from Pokemon Center to Van Gogh Museum, hey, these might be kind of hot. You might wanna
oh
do
god,
something and set it up so you guys don't get completely wrecked. And the guy
they
over
got
there,
hammered.
his name was Jerry. He's like, nah, it's just Pokemon cards. We're all set. And
Yeah,
he's fired. He got fired.
hopefully, yeah,
Jesus Christ, that's crazy. But yeah, that was absolute madness. So you
yeah,
can
they got hammered.
imagine going there with the family, not knowing this was going down at the same time, and you're walking in like, what the hell is like somebody being assassinated over there in that group? Like, what's
Ugh,
happening? Like, it's like a bunch of freaking hyenas just hopping all over each other.
bizarre.
Um,
You know what I always think of though when these things happen? I remember thinking it when COVID hit and people were like going crazy at Target and stuff. I just remember thinking like, what's the next thing? Like, what's the next thing that people are going to chase? What's the next thing people are going to go hype over? Because it's going to happen, and it has several times. You know, a lot of
yeah,
different things people have gone crazy over. You know, special delivery Charizard, this UPC, this that, you know, that kind of stuff. And this is just the latest fad that people are going over, but it's actually a really good product. Like, actually really like the cards, and I like the artwork, and I like the canvases, and I wanted the mug. I couldn't get the mug on the Pokemon Center. I actually really like the stuff. So yeah, it is what it is. I wasn't able to get hold of any of it myself, but what's next? I don't know. What are they gonna do next? Like, where are they gonna do it? You know, it's fun to think about and speculate and wonder. Hopefully, better executed this next time. But also, I'm kind of glad they sold out and it didn't go too good. You know, I remember with Special Delivery Charizard, everybody moaned that there was so many and they were so cheap and people were buying hundreds of them and all this stuff. And then, you know, with this, like, not that many people got hold of them. It's a little bit more difficult, that kind of stuff. And okay, so where's that middle ground? I don't know. They either print lots for everyone or they don't print enough and some people don't get it. Is it like 75% of people should be able to get one? I don't know. The whole thing's
yeah.
just difficult. I don't think Pokemon, no matter what they do, I don't think they can just get it right. For me or anyone, I just don't think they can get it right. I don't think there is any right or wrong way to release stuff. Because I think money is just such a big part of it now, which didn't used to be, but it really is a big part of it. I never remember as a kid looking at my cards and thinking about the financial value of them. I didn't know. I didn't even have any concept of money back then. But
How does it go away?
how
How
does what go?
does how does Picasso Pikachu 2025 not do what this just did? Is there a way?
Without just printing as many as people want, I, I don't I don't think there is. I don't know. I think if there was a perfect way to do it, Pokemon would do it, and they do it for every product, and they do it for every drop, and they do it for every set, and I think they just do the same system every time, and they don't because they just try different things and make
Yeah,
lots of this, not many of this, lots of this, not many of this. Lately, it feels like it's been more of more. Like, it feels like they've printed more of everything lately, and you know the buying the printing facility might have helped with that Millennium Print Group. A little bit maybe hindered it. It seemed a bit slow at the start last year, but
Yeah, because special delivery Charizard was $10 spent. Was it $10 got you the promo?
Honestly, I don't even remember. It feels like
it was.
so long ago. I just remember it being very easy. I remember mine coming in being crystal clean, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with.
Yeah, I want to say it was low. So this one's 30. So they're creeping it. They're creeping it up more and more to like, I don't know.
But this was
if it keeps going up.
This wasn't 30 though. This was 30 of specific stuff, right?
Original, not today though. I think today was
it's just spent.
I think today was just TCG products or something though. Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense because they did say we'll do more, and I remember speculating in the Discord they'll probably just give a coupon code and you can just spend whatever and get it. So it sounds like they did do what I was talking about on that. So, which I mean I'm not like big brain in it. Like that just seemed like the most logical thing to do. I don't know what else they could have done. So, okay.
Yeah. Yep. That was exactly right. $30 of Pokemon TCG products 10 hours ago. Poke Beach.
Yeah, is what it is. I mean, that's exactly what I was expecting. Hopefully, some people that actually wanted the card got it. They're not scalpers and people just wanted to flip on eBay, because I know that last round when it first hit, there was a lot got dropped on eBay. A lot right away.
Price dropped today.
Good.
For now. We'll see. I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's a shit ton of them out there, but I don't know.
Do you think things might have been different if Pokemon sold this promo like Topanga? You had to spend $10 and all you got was that promo and it came in a flashy case. Do you think they would have sold the same amount of cards?
They would have sold more.
You think? But less product, because you wouldn't have had to buy the product.
Product would have been. I could probably go buy a playmat right now, probably maybe not, but there's enough Pokemon players that are balls deep into it. But that would have bhave been around a lot longer. Like the playmats, the mug would have been. You'd probably be able to go buy it right now. But $10, like I'll tell you right now, I would have bought a shit ton of them. I didn't buy I didn't get a single one. I didn't try today at all. I didn't even get. I was working, didn't even get a memo, but in time. Same. But the first time I tried for a hair, and I was like, "F this!" I mean, like 5 minutes gone. Nope, not in there. If I could just go click and buy, that'd have been nasty. Unlimited. They wouldn't have been able to print enough. They would have printed that all year.
That's what I'm saying. Right?
Yeah.
Like that feels like what we talked to earlier. Like maybe that's a bit of a missed opportunity. I bought Topanga, she sold out. They printed, allocated for however many, sold all of it. It's like 100% exactly how they wanted it to go on their end. Plus, I got what I wanted because I was early to it. It was available for a little bit, the regular one. I don't know. Like,
I feel like if they limited it one per IP, that'd be good.
Yeah.
That limiter could help, but I feel like the bots are still. There's some pretty intelligent bots out there. You can flip an IP 2 seconds.
I do think restrictions good. I think what's tricky with what they did with per item initially with the Pikachu is obviously it's cheap to make them and print them, stick them in the plastic, and they sold product. They sold one of those, or 10 of those, 6 of those, whatever. They sold volume of the product and threw a cheap little card in with it. Excuse me. But if they finangled or like set up differently the organization of that, because we've seen a few things. We've seen where you spend this much, you get it for free, or you buy this specific thing, you get this for free, or I don't know. It's just like I feel like they're dipping and diving and playing with it a little bit. What if they just flat out did lottery style like Japan? Okay, so everyone that would possibly ever want would go in, and everyone that would want would know and want that day. Like everyone would put in, because you're not even investing money. You probably don't even need to put your credit card number in, that kind of stuff. I want a coupon code for this, right?
Yep.
And we've had that before, where you can request it and you got the code. You know, we've seen
that was the Charizard. The special delivery Charizard started like that.
Right.
The first wave.
Very slightly different to Japanese, but that's how they did it, and everybody moaned about it. So like even when you give everyone the option to get what they want, they don't want it.
I did. I got mine.
Same. I got a couple. Like
I was happy. I'm not happy now. I got a felt hat Pikachu. I'm sad.
Yet. Growth mindset, Josh. You'll get one. But I just don't think they can win. And I'm not trying to like, fight for them or be on their side or whatever. I think it was handled poorly. I don't know the best of the worst ways to do it, I guess is what they've got to do. I'm still mad I didn't get my special delivery Pichu, because that wasn't marketed to me at all. I wasn't aware of it till literally the day after they ran out. I found out, and I was so mad and frustrated about that nobody told me, because I wasn't in a Discord about Pokemon at that time. And also they didn't send me like emails or marketing or whatever that I noticed. So it's on me, but I was like frustrated at myself, especially because I had some stuff that I wanted to buy from them at that time too. So I don't know, it's whatever.
Yeah. You want to jump into? Let's do the slang. Let's jump into that.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
We'll wrap it up. So maybe let us know, but we might wrap up each episode with the slang, British slang, or the sports term, or trivia, sports trivia today. I figured I'd make it easy on you.
What would make trivia? What would be the difference?
This is a question about a fact. So I'll just tell you. FIFA, you know what FIFA is?
Yep.
When did FIFA begin? What year? Give me the answer within 25 years and you win.
I would say 1883.
I need a calculator. Fuck. 1880.
I gotta be close.
You're within 25. Congratulations.
When was it? Was it in the early 1900s? Was it later?
1904.
Okay, I thought so. So the why I say that is because I know a lot of the English teams were created and developed late 1800s and 1880s, 1890s. They were created, became a thing. So that makes sense that FIFA would develop into there's a need for this, after it becoming, more of a thing. Okay, now we need the association in there. Oh, okay, cool. Actually got it right.
Smart F man we got here, people. Damn.
Yeah.
If you asked me that about football, I might get there. Similar thinking to what you did there.
Yeah.
Or I'd be off by 50 years.
I guess college football throws it off a bit too. Like whether I don't know if is there an association that's different for
that's my area. So like you got the NCAA, that didn't start. God knows when that started officially. I don't even know. NFL, I don't know if that was like, I know the football era started in 1958-ish. Was it always called the NFL? I'm questioning myself. I don't know if it was. It was probably similar to FIFA. A little after
I
that.
don't know
maybe.
that actually. Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm gonna fucking Google it.
Yeah, you're gonna dive in it tonight, right? You want to do some? I feel like I want to do a
Yeah, I would
trivia
have got it right.
question now.
1920.
20.
1920. Yeah.
I would have never said that early.
I would have been right around there.
I would have said 40s.
No. Old school.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was
college football dated back to 1800s, same as.
Well, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was saying. Like, I feel like that's two different associations there, right? There's got to be like a college one specifically for that's been monitoring it, and then the more commercial version later.
Yep. 1869 college football. Damn.
Well, yeah, that's nuts. Okay, so I don't have any trivia prepared. I can prepare that next time. I do have some slang from.
I'm great at these. Have I gotten one? I don't think I've gotten effing one of them.
No,
give me a fucking easy one.
Not even close. I don't have an easy
morale.
one.
My morale is in the shitter. It is literally in the shitter.
Okay, what if? I don't have an easy one. I only have ones where I'm like, I don't think you'll know any of them.
Hit me with it.
Okay, what is a cob?
Spell it.
C-O-B. Charlie, Oscar, Bravo.
Okay, we're probably not talking about corn on the cob, I'm guessing.
No.
You can't use it in a sentence probably because I'd give it away. Like, is it?
I could try. I would like a chip cob.
Do you have word of origin?
What's that mean? England?
Yeah. Cob. C-O-B.
Cob.
Can I have a chip cob, you said?
I gotta do it easy. Maybe I should do English sport instead. I feel like this slang's it's just too specific. It's too much.
I have no clue.
It is what we would call a bun in my area. So you would like if you had
like a burger bun.
Yeah, like a burger bun. You would put sandwich like I don't know, ham or chicken or whatever. Or chips, French fries, cob. You'd say a cob. It's like a sandwich bun.
Why? Why don't you say fucking bun?
I don't know. Because
or bread.
Weirdos. Yeah. No, because bread's flat. Come on, Josh.
A cob, just because it's got a little.
Yeah.
It's got a little concave shape to it.
Yeah, a little fluffaroo. Little fluff. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna think of a sports one for you because I think you may have a chance at some of the fraud ones. Sport ones. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah. Like a term? A UK term?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, that'll be good. They got it.
Okay. We'll do that. Do you have anything else you want to touch on? You want to wrap?
Thanks again, Mason. Appreciate you. Appreciate everyone. Love and support. Hit the like button, you guys. Appreciate hitting the like button. Let's get to 69 likes.
Yeah, please. That would be awesome. And I know we didn't harp on it too much, but leave a spicy topic. Remember, we do touch on them just like I did with Mason. We do come back and we talk about that stuff. Really appreciate it. Really enjoy it. It makes me laugh. It makes good content for you guys. So get involved, get in there. I want you guys to win. So please do that. From here on out, we're going to reward winners. I'm just going to say that. I don't want to make it an illegal lottery gambling thing, but we will say a thank you in some way to each winner. So
$7 hot dog treatment.
absolutely. Starting with you, Bokestone. You're going to be the first. So let's go. Nothing too crazy, don't worry, but it's going to be there. And thank you. Like Josh said, hit the like. We appreciate all of you. You're awesome. And we're so glad you're listening. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Peace. Have a good one.